Hello guys, Melanie Rogers here with Century 21 Elite in Shreveport, Louisiana. And today I just wanted to ask you a question. It's very simple. Do you know the real estate language? Okay. Know that sometimes when you're buying a house, it can be intimidating if you're not familiar with the real estate terms that we basically use throughout this process of buying a house. So what I like to do is kind of share with you some of the most common language that we use throughout the home buying process. And the first one is going to be an appraisal. What exactly is that? Well, that's basically when you are validating a person, which is called an appraiser, is validating your home's worth to you and your lender. So just because you and the seller have negotiated, let's say, on a $90,000 sales price, does not mean that the house is going to appraise for that. So once you get with your mortgage loan officer or your realtor, that person will be able to explain to you what will happen if your house appraises for less than what's on the contract, or if it appraises for higher than what's on the contract. The next verbiage is closing costs. What exactly is that? Well, here in our market in Shreveport, typically it's paid at closing. And what I do, can speak for everybody else, the seller does not have to pay for closing costs, but I definitely do ask the sellers to pay for closing costs. And that kind of helps with the negotiation process of the contract. So if you want to know exactly what closing costs are, just simply get with your real estate agent or your lender, and they'll be able to break down to you exactly what are closing costs. Now we have something that's called prepays as well. Prepays are typically paid by the buyer because those are taxes and insurance that are paid before they are actually due. That's why they're called pre and then paid, because you are paying for some items like your taxes or some homeowner's insurance before you are actually in the house. So if you want to know exactly what are prepays, again, get with your mortgage loan officer or your realtor, and they'll be able to explain to you what closing costs are in detail and what are prepays in detail. Your credit score. Here normally you have different lenders who require different credit scores. Some may say 580, some may say 620, some might even say 640. So it just all depends on that bank and what are their requirements. So you need to get with your realtor, and they will pretty much know who to send you to get pre-qualified, to get your credit pulled. Now, why is your credit score important? Because that's basically the lenders are looking at your credit history. How well do you pay your bills on time? That's important to know. Are you late all the time? Do you have judgments? Do you have collections? They look at those things, your credit history, to see how likely are you to pay back your mortgage, okay? The next one is your mortgage rate. That is your interest rate that you will pay when you borrow your money when you are buying your house. So that's why in my other videos I stress that interest rates are important. The lower the interest rate, the better, okay? Pre-qualification letter. What is that? Well, that is a letter that the realtors will get from your lender that we have to share with the seller's realtor and the seller to let them know that, yes, you have gotten your credit pulled and your credit is worthy enough for you to buy this house at a specific price range. It is subject to some conditions, but that's just a piece of a letter to explain that your credit has been pulled, your credit history looks well enough for you to purchase a house. What is a real estate professional? A realtor, whichever one you want to say, a real estate agent. Well, that's me. Right here, Melanie Rogers. We are professionals, and we pretty much provide services in helping you buy or sell a house. We help you through negotiations, paperwork after paperwork. What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? So there are a lot of transactions that go on throughout the process. That's why it takes you maybe 30 days to close, because a lot of things are going on. So you just want to make sure that you are getting with a professional real estate agent who is familiar with the market and help you throughout the buying process. So basically, the best way to ensure that you have the best buying process and you are very confident in your real estate agent that they will negotiate and work on your behalf throughout this process. So if you are looking for a real estate agent that knows the market pretty well, who knows how to negotiate, give me a call. That is me. My name is Melanie Rogers. I am with Century 21 Elite in Shreveport, Louisiana, and my number is 318-560-4866. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you all have any questions about any of those real estate terms that I just went over with you all, please give me a call. Thank you so much. You all stay safe, and bye-bye for now.